Border restrictions due to the refugee crisis are having a damaging impact on European companies who rely on international trade. Near Hungary's frontiers, the queues sometimes stretch between 20 and 40 kilometres. One of Europe's largest haulage companies has suffered a dent in its income and fears that if the situation continues, its profits could be wiped out. We can't fulfill our obligations, and for this we pay late payment surcharges, he says. So if this situation carries on for a long period, then transport costs will probably increase. It's too early to assess the impact on tourism in Hungary. Before the crisis worsened this summer, the sector was growing healthily. More recently, some hotels have reported cancellations. Though most visitors are unaffected, some have had problems.
The refugees crossed the train line, so police had to stop them, so we have to 1 hour, 30 minutes delayed.
We arrived here yesterday, we went to the airport, and tomorrow we're catching the train, but so far no, we haven't seen any refugees.
There are warnings of disruption to transport and trouble at borders, but Hungary's tourist organisation has launched a campaign to reassure visitors. We don't see a tendency yet. Figures will only be available after 1 to 2 months. But for now, the situation in Budapest is great. There are still lots of tourists. The numbers are good. And I think it's worth coming to Budapest and Hungary because today this is still a safe country. Most economists say the long-term impact of the refugee crisis should be positive for Europe's economy. Our correspondent says off the migrant trail, tourists continue to enjoy Budapest. Most aren't put off by the refugee crisis, she says. On a normal weekday, the square here is full.
Euronews, Budapest.